Hello, all. I know this Taurus full moon and lunar eclipse is been for everybody a challenging emotional time. And what this lunar eclipse and the full moon in Taurus is definitely releasing. And you could be releasing people, places, and things. And sometimes the universe knows exactly what needs to be released. And a lot of all kinds of emotions have ran high with everyone. And what I had to release a person. One of the most difficult things to release that I experienced is family. But then let's just break that down. With family and your closest and further relatives from you, the hardest when you release family is the ones that are closest to you and right under your nose. And the closest to you narrows down to, let me repeat that, what is closest to you in your immediate family are your siblings. And it doesn't matter how many amount. And people get jealous and wonder, oh, well, they have more brothers and sisters than I do. It's not about that. Whether you're stuck with 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, doesn't matter. Or who's luckier, doesn't matter either. When you only have one sibling and one sibling only, and for the longest time as growing up as a child, they were never thankful or grateful or in gratitude for anything. And when they've been handed down things and were given help whenever they wanted and never did anything or learned to do things for themselves, and this is with a lot of people, they become codependent when they're enabled. And when you grow up with your brothers and sisters or siblings, a lot of times you don't always see the red flags because we've been conditioned to love them forcefully because we feel like we have to. And it's not an easy challenge when both parents are deceased, because now it's just all you left, or you and them. And when they don't change themselves or do things for themselves, it spills over. And a lot of times, in certain situations, when they've been enabled with whatever it is, it could be monetary all their life, and they've never learned to organize or, manage their own finances, and they don't have anything. And I'm specifically saying a sibling or siblings. They make their problem and projection yours or whoever's, and they don't own up to it. They don't own up to their mistakes. They don't recognize or pay attention to the lessons they have learned. And at some point, the enabling stops. The help stops, and they fall rock bottom, and they become desperate. And they become desperate for things that no one can give, or that's just not there at that moment. And one of the things that happens is you yourself have this reality check that tells you to keep and take your own power back and to hold on to your own power. When you've tried to keep peace, to persevere and have patience, the next thing you know, there is nothing left in that glass and it's empty. You can't give anymore. The glass that's empty breaks and towers over the broken glass. And the best thing that I have done in this situation, especially when the person is beyond toxic and angry, and however their behavior is at that given moment in time, finding the way to move into calmer waters for yourself is the most important thing you can do and stay in. And that means turning around, getting up, being the bigger person, and walking away and letting it go. Know what it's worth, know what it is. When they call you a liar, selfish, a thief, threaten with attorneys or whatever they think they have at their hands, knowing and trusting yourself in the process that you check in with yourself and you could put your head down and know deep down in your heart and in your soul you did everything correctly and honestly. Know and trust that no one can say or do anything to harm you. And even if they try, people that live outside the box will literally see the truth and they'll present it in their own way. And when the red flags come tumbling down from that, and moving into the calmer waters, again, let me repeat that, is the safest, most tranquil, and happy, and best gift you can give to yourself. Stepping away and just letting the time and the magic work, and knowing and trusting that process is the best thing. It's not easy to let go of a sibling energetically, spiritually, and physically. But when you are left with no choice, it is the choice that you've made the best for yourself. And the last thing you do is wish them well with the utmost love and light. This was one of the most difficult choices to make, but I was left with no choice. And that's out with the old. And that's out with the old to let the new come in. For the people that are meant to stay in your life and to come into your life. It was a dead relationship. And it's a completed cycle. They need to accept it for what it is. I did myself a service. And now they're let go to do themselves a service and to learn. It is not an easy thing to do. It never is. And it's a challenge that you work yourself through and allow the time in the present moment to literally help you finish and get through to it, to continuously move forward into the calmer waters. No one is ever alone in this. And no one is definitely the only person that has gone through this or goes through this. And sometimes when a parent or parents transcend, some of these people in your immediate family transcend with it. You realize you love them that much as a sibling, you let them go. And it is the best for your own highest good and healing and for their best highest good and healing. I found out that this is the best thing to do. And even if the things that they said, as hurtful as they were, I have no issues of never speaking to them again. If that's what I have to do, or anybody has to do, to stay in those calm waters when you move forward, do so be it. And this is specifically towards immediate family. However, they are related to you. And as long as nobody wishes them ill will, it is what it is. And that's the way, the best thing for whoever it is best for to move into those calmer waters and to allow the peace to become within you. Have a magical day, all. Hang in there. And if anybody is going through this particular challenge, you'll get through it. You'll work through it because you are that powerful.